All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're looking at a wild story about two futures that are unfolding at the exact same time. It's like a tale of two cities, but for what's coming next. On one side, you have a city that's absolutely at its peak. And on the other, you have this really chilling warning about what could happen to society itself. So, picture this. It's 2025. The results just dropped for the yearly Most Desirable City to Live In survey. And the big winner, beating out all these global powerhouses like Singapore, Sydney, and even Berlin, is Taipei. And the city is just absolutely buzzing. Officials are patting themselves on the back. The tourism folks are already cooking up new slogans. Every cafe owner is probably thinking, hey, maybe it's time for a little rent hike. The source material puts it perfectly, saying that for everyone in Taipei, it felt like even the PM 2.5 was sweeter. Now, that's the nasty particle pollution in the air, right? So to say that felt sweet, well, that tells you everything you need to know about the mood in the city. It's a moment of pure triumph. But what if all that celebration is just temporary? What if that peak is actually the edge of a huge cliff? Because while all this is happening, a totally different future is being predicted by some of the very people who are building it. That right there, that's a direct quote from a former Google executive. Just let that sink in for a minute. 3 people doing the work of 350. He's not saying this AI-driven unemployment is decades away. Nope. He says it's going to explode in just 2 years. It's like a bucket of ice-cold water thrown on that warm, happy celebration in Taipei. And here's the really crucial part. This isn't just about jobs going away. The prediction is much, much deeper. It's forecasting a complete restructuring of our society, one that splits us into 2 completely separate and very unequal groups. So the switchover, it's not going to be smooth. This forecast points to a future with a lot of social unrest, maybe even conflict. Why? Because the middle class, the thing that's been the backbone of modern society for generations, it basically just disappears. And in its place, something totally new and kind of scary emerges. They've got a name for it, a bipolar society. And no, we're not talking about psychology here. It's about a world that's split between 2 poles, 2 classes, with pretty much nothing in the middle to connect them. So, what do these 2 new classes actually look like? Okay, now this is where it gets really, really interesting. The elite 1%, it's not just the people writing the software. The source makes a super important point. Software is totally useless without the hardware to run it on. So this new elite class, yeah, it includes the top coders, but it also includes the AI chip makers and the people who build and maintain all the robots. They're called the new rich farmers, basically tending to the technology that runs everything. And everyone else, the other 99%, well, they become either actual farmers or what are called digital serfs, just handling the leftover manual jobs and low-level digital busy work. So let's circle back to Taiwan. With this prediction hanging over everything, where does the island and its amazing capital, Taipei, actually fit in? Is its success today some kind of shield? Or is this the start of a totally new identity for them? And right here, the source suggests that Taiwan has an ace up its sleeve, a kind of temporary shield. Remember how we just said that the new 1% includes the AI chip makers? Well, who's the undisputed king of making those chips? Taiwan. That dominance in hardware, the physical stuff the AI revolution is built on, might just give them a bit of breathing room, a buffer against this coming social tsunami. And this is where the source material gets a little darkly funny. It actually offers this satirical, tongue-in-cheek guide on how to not just survive, but actually do really well in this new bipolar world. It's not real advice, of course. It's more of a sharp commentary on how things might work. So you want to thrive? Okay, step 1, just inherit a giant fortune. Simple, right? It's a bleak joke pointing out that where you start in life might matter more than ever. And step 2 is this great cultural jab. Have a lucky, reduplicated name. Name or a character is repeated, like Weiwei. The source suggests this becomes like a secret handshake, a subtle way to signal you're part of the in-crowd without having to say a thing. So that brings us right to the final huge question. We've got these 2 powerful, clashing stories. On one hand, you have Taipei, the city of charm, the best place to live. And on the other, you have this looming future powered by AI, where society is fractured right down the middle. So I'm going to leave you with the exact same question the source material does. In 10 years, will Taipei be famous for its charm, its culture, its livability, or will it be famous for being the world's biggest, most important AI chip farm in a completely new kind of world? Honestly, nobody knows for sure. Thanks for joining this explainer.